use comparison. I got a hammer on this one because I've been hearing so much stuff on this that's on both sides, right? So you hear comparison is the thief of joy. um, what are some other ones? Put some in the comments that are like the regurgitated ones about why you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone. Oh, just compare yourself to the you from yesterday only, right? I got a different take on it. I'm going to explain it to you real quick. Compare yourself to other people when it comes to effort. Do not compare yourself to people when it comes to the results, right? Does that make sense? When you're comparing yourself to anyone, I think it's a very powerful motivator. I listen to a lot of people that I compare myself to, and I only compare myself to people that are much further along than I am and have amazing personal habits. Again, further along than I am is the result, right? But I'm not comparing myself to the result. I'm not comparing myself to people's bank account. I'm just not, because there's a million things that could be contributors to that thing that I can't analyze. How old they are, how when they started this journey, their base level of just natural talent or propensity for it, whatever things might have helped them or hindered them. I don't know any of that, so there's no point in me talking about like comparing me to the outcome. But I will compare myself to their effort, right? I hear these amazing monolithic fucking men that are saying these just really exhausting attributes that they're are the accolades. You got the David Gogginses of the world, Andy Frisella, these people that just do these incredibly, Bedros Keuilian, do these crazy things where you're like, wow, that's awesome. Like, they're a real hustler. Hormozy, when you listen to Hormozy talk about writing that book and just taking 2 years and writing it from 6 a.m. until noon every day and never missing and putting in 6 hours of work and pumping out this book that's just beautiful and articulate. I don't compare myself to Hormozy and go, oh, but see, but he can draw diagrams. And he's just got like all this business savvy that I have. Again, because I'm not worried about the outcome. I'm not trying to get to where Hormozy got. I'm trying to get where Cole Rusich is going to get, right? So I do compare myself to the effort part of it. I don't compare myself to the outcome at all. But every now and again, when I'm going like, well, I'm really tired, I go, damn, well, how did he do 6 to 12 every day then? That's possible, and I know that that's out there, and I want to try as hard as fucking anyone, so I'm going to try so hard. Now, do I immediately start trying to run the amount of miles that David Goggins puts in? No. But when my effort is up for question and I'm feeling fatigued and I'm negotiating in my brain and I'm feeling a little disheartened and downtrodden, I think about how much effort those people are putting in, and I consider that they probably feel the same way as me or worse. And I go, well, I can do more then. And that means I can try harder and I can do more. And then the result I don't care about, because when I'm doing the effort and I have integrity and dignity to the amount I've laid out there on the floor every fucking day, I have no qualms about even getting the result. And I know that probably sounds crazy to people. It's like, you're still somewhat going for the result and the goal. And I am. Like, I want some of the results to come because those are kind of like, those are my mile markers, right? But I have to explain to you something that I fully have adopted and just believe and have seen come true over the amount of time I've been doing it. It is the effort. It's the effort that brings you the enjoyment. It's the effort that brings the enjoyment. It's not the getting the things done. It's not the result. It's not the cool prize. It's not the car. It's not the raise. It's none of that shit. I can tell you how I live my life now, the systems that I follow. When I do them, I am on top of the world. All I can see is positivity. When I stay in alignment with my plan continuously for a day, and I have a million chances to negotiate and get off track, and I don't, I go to bed and it feels like I won the Super Bowl. It really does. It feels like I won my life for that day. And nothing happened. I didn't get anything. When I say systems, I mean 4 a.m. wake up, I do an hour of meditation in the morning, 30 minutes of meditation, 30 minutes of planning. I count the hour block as a meditative, reflective period, right? Right after that, I go into either cardio and strength training or one of the other. every day, except for Sunday when I have my day of rest with my child, which I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about at this point. It's an intentional rest. I do it on purpose to put a plug in the rest of the stuff and really focus on my kid and being present. When I do those things, 4 a.m., hit all my meals, all the meals I was supposed to eat, didn't break character on those, handle everything that was on my time block from work, made all the commitments happen. I had meetings with anybody, I made them all happen, nail them all. Get my kid, make him dinner, put him in a bath, and do all the stuff I'm supposed to do with him. Don't delineate from his nighttime routines. I don't let him watch too much TV. I'll read him books before bed. Make sure he brushes his teeth. Make sure he's getting into his own pajamas. When I do all those things, I'm telling you, I spend from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to bed completely immersed in my life. That's what people are referring to as a flow state. I've taken the painting and the picture of my life and I've made it this grand canvas that's all part of this epic tale, this epic journey of becoming the best me that I can become. That means that the things you guys are seeing as tedious bullshit that you don't want to do, that's all a brushstroke. Just because it's small doesn't mean I can overlook it. I can't just fucking put the tree up there like that on the Bob Ross painting. I have to be intentional with all of it, even the meal that I'm eating that I don't want to eat. That's not necessarily like the most fun thing, and I'm not even hungry when I want to put it down. It's all part of the canvas, so it becomes important. It has a higher level of importance. It's not tedious. It's not mundane. It's not drudgery. All of it matters. You know, I think about brushing my teeth at nighttime as like, oh, I hope this contributes to my smile so that I'm more charming when I go to actually convince people to listen to a message that I have to share. Oh, cool, this food and all this stuff. It's like, this is going to be the fuel. I know this is the fuel I need to take in today. It will gain me a result, yes, but it also will make me wake up tomorrow and I'll know that I'll have been in tune with my body. My engine will operate a little bit better. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten Sour Patch Kids at 8:30 at night, but you don't feel amazing the next day. There's a reason that health professionals don't tell you to get on the 8:30 at night fucking Sour Patch Kids diet, because it's not good. It's not good. It's not good for you. So it's all related. Everything has everything to do with everything. I guess you can attribute that quote to Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Everything has everything to do with everything, Morty. So just know, it's all related. It's all related. It all matters. And everything is in alignment with the you you're supposed to be. The effort brings the enjoyment. The effort. Knowing that you can stack up your effort against anyone brings you the confidence. You don't need the result. You do, and it will come. But what I'm saying is, in those momentary things, I can be in a room with somebody that trounces on my finances, and it really doesn't matter. They still end up thinking that I have the coolest story and the best philosophical fucking adherence to who I am, most confidence, most happiness, following my radiance, passion, energetic, all that stuff. I just end up being the person that seems interesting, even to them. Like, fuck, tell me more about what you do. Your restaurant sounds fucking amazing. My finance job is boring. Happens all the time to me. So that's because I'm comparing myself to their effort. Now, if the person says to me, oh man, I work 12 hours a day and I have for, the last 7 years building up this empire, this thing, again, I'm going to go, damn, that dude's a fucking grinder. Like, that sounds almost impossible. Like, so I'm going to appreciate them for their effort, and I'm going to get back on the train, and I'm going to start trying even harder. But I'm not going to go home and go like, see, none of this stuff works. I don't have a 9-figure bank account yet, so that guy does, and that's bullshit. I try harder than him. I'm not going to do that. That would be me comparing my effort to his result, instead of me comparing my effort to his effort. So just make that little switch. You compare yourself. Just compare yourself to what the person's doing, how they're holding themselves. Try and be better, more towards attributes, not towards the result, not towards what they've acquired, but who they've become. So I want to be more like that. I want to have some more of those personal habits. Don't go, oh man, I wish I had that watch and that suit. because that shit wouldn't bring you happiness anyways.